Valentine, and of course get to basically waiting to hear a Valentine message from that.
You want to hear some
from my special person.
Yeah. So you have a special person.
Yes.
Then you should be giving her. It's a hair, right? A hair.
Certainly.
You should be giving her a Valentine's Day message today.
Well, we got how we're going to do about it. Really.
Hey, brah. Say something nice to that special person. You can't do it. Hey.
I can.
Hey, Pius, Kojo, Backah. This one, we cannot defend you when matter comes. So. Hey, show romance more. Anyway, we will come back to you later. You think about it for a while. I put you on the spot. But you know, today we're all trying to do something together to show love. Yeah. I don't know if you remember this story. It must be about 5 years now. Suddenly we woke up one morning to hear that a school had collapsed in Breman Jamra and killed some toddlers. You know, then it was the nursery school. So, you know, some 4 or 5 year old kids had been killed. You remember that story, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, we took it up as a personal crusade. We decided that we're going to do something about it. And for a number of years now, we've been working quietly with the community of Breman Jamra to try and rebuild these buildings, these structures that collapsed. Okay, but we're not there yet. And the effect on the children in that school continues. 5 years after they lost their siblings and their children and whatever, they are still struggling to return to some semblance of normalcy in that school. Listen to this.
How it is when we are learning, you don't feel comfortable. We are afraid this will collapse. Sometimes I feel that I will not come to school because when you come to school, you cannot concentrate it.
The classroom that we are, everybody is alert to hear, then we all run away. So it is not what the teachers are teaching that we listen to. Everybody is alert.
When the rain enter the classroom will be very dirty here.
When it is raining, our ceiling will be moving. The water will be coming inside this room. So we don't want this class again. We are telling them to come and help us to build the room.
All right. So, you know, it's bad enough that some kids have to learn under trees, but having to learn in a building that could collapse at any time must be a lot worse. You know, I mean, you think about it. It's been 5-6 years or so since these children died, right? I can't remember the exact year.
And you have the education unit within that district, and they are doing nothing about it.
You have an entire Ministry of Education. Children died, though. I'm not talking about, like, you know, some collapse of a building that, you know, just made one headline. Children died. Children died. And to this day, we still haven't been able... I mean... First of all, the reason why that building collapsed was because it was built by the community. Look, nobody came to build them a school, so they decided to do it themselves. Government wouldn't do it, so they did it themselves. But of course, you know, they did it not to the best standard because they were not experts. And the building collapsed and their children died. So now, we have decided to step in and do it right. But it costs money. By the way, bear in mind, all these years later, government didn't wake up and say, oh, children have died here, let's come in and no.
Yeah.
To this day, they haven't found that to be a priority. They are building cathedrals instead. So we have decided to step in and do it ourselves, as we always do. We look after ourselves, right? Yeah. So today, as an act of love, I'm calling on everybody to help us. We've just got a little bit more to complete it. We're at the roofing level. Okay. I mean, anything between 50 to 100,000 cities will complete this. This should not be difficult for a loving nation to do this morning.
I pray people will definitely contribute to
absolutely
it.
Absolutely. Now listen, you have a few minutes to think of something nice to say to your Valentine. I'll come back to you in a minute, but right now it's time for the Joy Business Report, brought to us by the kindness of Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. But before that, let's say thank you to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. And Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. They brought us the 6 a.m. bulletin.
One more welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, Finance Ministry confirms securing over 80% participation by bondholders in the domestic debt exchange program. As it insists, initiative is voluntary. Meanwhile, government advised to sacrifice and create more fiscal space post-debt exchange program in order to restore fiscal sustainability and turnaround of the economy. And a bit later in the bulletin, government said to introduce new taxes and increase existing rates on alcoholic beverages, mineral water, among others, as Parliament's Finance Committee recommends House for approval of these levies. These and many others shortly. Pleasure you could stay with us. I am Pius, Kojo Backah. The Finance Ministry has confirmed that government has secured over 80% participation in the domestic debt exchange program. This indeed confirms an earlier report by Joy Business that government has hit its target with about 86% participation. It has, however, maintained that the program is voluntary, insisting that persons that have challenges have the option not to participate in the program. The statement also assured that it will honor all bonds that have matured in line with what it describes as fiscal commitments. The Finance Ministry assured that pensioners, all government papers that are maturing will be paid. Meanwhile, financial economist Professor Lord Mensah is advising government to sacrifice and create more fiscal space post-debt exchange program in order to turn around the ailing economy. He therefore wants government to give some assurances that it will drastically reduce its expenditure significantly to revive the economy. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Lord Mensah said the government must sacrifice just as all other stakeholders.
We shouldn't look at the bondholders alone. It's a state, it's the entire country in general. And my worry has always been the post-debt exchange and the possible fiscal space that we can create, how we take advantage of it, and then utilize very well to revert the economy back to, its form that will please, the people. So effectively, the government needs to give certain levels of assurance and then come out clearly with the sacrifices that it intends to do when it comes to, the size of government, it comes to the expenditure lines, especially the discretionary ones that they can control to, help us rebuild the economy. So for me, my worry is the post-DDEP, the assurance that will come from the quarters of the government.
Professor Lord Mensah is an economist. Now, government is set to introduce new taxes and increase existing rates on alcoholic beverages, fruit juices, mineral water, and cigarettes. That's if Parliament finally approves the Finance Committee's report on placing levies on these products. There's more in this report.
The Finance Committee, in its report to the House, stated that the objective of this bill is to first amend the current Excise Duty Act 2014 and make it more relevant to current development. This will expand its coverage and increase taxes on some items said to be harmful to consumers. The document showed that if the Finance Committee's report is approved by Parliament, there will be a new set of taxes that will be placed on electronic cigarettes. It claims that the move has been necessitated by the increasing use of these products and its mandate to discourage its use because of health concerns. Sweetened beverages and processed fruit juice currently do not attract excise duty. However, if this report is approved, there will be fresh levies placed on these products. Government is also trying to increase the excise duty on mineral water and more drinks. Spirits and wines will also attract new taxes, as the Finance Ministry claims it wants to even the levies on alcohol content in spirits and beer sold on the market. The country is seeking to raise more than 400 million Ghana cedis every year from 2023. But some are worried how these taxes will increase the cost of these products on the market and come with some shocks for producers of these items.
George, you are fair with that report. Now, the Minister of Public Enterprises, Joseph Kojo, has disclosed that names of 12 state companies have been submitted to Cabinet for approval for them to be sold to private investors. He explained that the companies are state enterprises performing below expectations and making losses. Speaking on Joy News, Mr. Kojo said government will also partly sell some of the companies and list others on the Ghana Stock Exchange.
I have submitted 12 companies for Cabinet approval in these three categories. I will not be able to tell you the numbers that are for inviting strategic investors and equity disposal government equity disposal, and also the whole enterprise disposal. And some also including listing on the stock exchange, that is selling part of government shares so that private sector comes into it. So these broad categories we're looking for, my secretariat is looking for cabinet approval, and subsequently would implement the approval.
Minister for Public Enterprises Joseph Kojo speaking there. Let's talk about the cedi now, because it continues to rise steadily against the US dollar amidst the Bank of Ghana's tight foreign exchange intervention. Last week, the local currency gained about 2.3% against the American greenback, although the central bank reduced its support to the market. The regulator sold only $5 million on the spot market while withholding its bi-weekly FX auctions. And let me update you with the latest on that. The cedi is selling at 12 cedis 35 pesos to the dollar on the forex or retail market. It is, however, going for 14 cedis 90 pesos to the pound, and it is also trading at 13 cedis 15 pesos to the euro. Now, some commercial and private drivers are unhappy about what they describe as a cumbersome vehicle insurance acquisition process. They therefore want the National Insurance Commission to streamline the activities of these insurance companies to increase penetration. They told Joy Business the NIC must fast-track the digitalization of the insurance acquisition processes.
I hear the insurance increase the fees, but we don't support because we don't have any benefit. When your car get accident, don't have any benefit from insurance. Our mind, we don't think about the insurance because at times almost see it.
How does it be? Then drivers, your license crazy account.
We as drivers do not benefit from the insurance we purchase because it is difficult to follow up with the insurance provider for assistance when there are problems with the vehicle, such as scratches or dents. It is exhausting to travel there and return without assistance. So those were some concerns of some commercial and private drivers speaking to Joy Business there. Now, to some other stories. Access Bank Ghana has announced and rewarded the second batch of winners of its triple salary promo. The draw rewarded 12 customers who won for the months of December and January this year. Addressing the customers, Group Head of Retail Banking, Matilda Santi-Esiedu, commended participants for believing in Access Bank and switching their salaries to the MPOA salary account.
In our product proposition for salaried workers, our product is called Empower Salary. It's essentially to empower you as an employee to do whatever you want with your salary. And we also have extraordinary insurance benefits on that product. So for instance, if you bank with us and you are a customer, if in these difficult times you lose your job, what the insurance proposition on the Empower Salary enables you to do is to get 3 months salary in the period, so that while you're in between jobs trying to find a new job, you can sustain yourself.
Group Head of Retail Banking at Access Bank Ghana, Matilda Santi-Esiedu there. I remind you that you're still listening to the Joy Business Report here on Joy 99.7. Now, on Investor Eye today, we will bring you some corporate measures you need to take to protect colleagues at the workplace after clicking suspicious investment links. Let's take a listen to Joseph Kwao, who is the lead in charge of cybersecurity at E-Crime Bureau.
Right, so in a corporate WhatsApp group or in a corporate setting, once you detect that you've done something, like you've clicked the link, you've interacted with the link, you went to the site, you thought you were supposed to fill in some details, you started filling. The best thing you can do at that point is to report, right? So to report, if you're in a corporate WhatsApp group or a group, you report to the administrator that, look, it is possible that my account may be compromised. So on that perspective, what the administrator may likely do is that because your account may be compromised, and compromise can sometimes spread from person to person, they may disable your account temporarily until they figure out what is happening. But I think reporting is the most important thing. I think most people, and from what we are observing at E-Crime here, the reporting is really a big problem for most organizations and even on a personal level.
Joseph Kokwe is the lead in charge of cybersecurity at E-Crime Bureau. Investor Eye is designed to educate and create awareness on various scams associated with fake investment schemes to protect the public. Just so you know, Investor Eye comes your way every Tuesday and Thursday in the morning on the Joy Business Report. Quickly to the commodities update. Crude oil is selling this morning at $86 a barrel. Gold went up by more than $5 to open trading at $1,858 an ounce. Cocoa is trading at $2,657 a ton after going up by $51 from yesterday's trading. Kojo Yankson. That's it.
Charlie, do something before you die.
I will
give that message to that special person. Say something. You have the biggest platform in the country, and it's Valentine's Day. Go.
All right. So on this note, I would like to wish Franca a happy Valentine's Day. And of course, just as I told you yesterday, yeah, it will surely happen tonight.
Hey. It will surely happen tonight.
Yes.
Afa.
In the meantime, Kojo Yankson.
Yes.
There you go.
What's this? Oh, Pius, thank you so much. Nice bar of Quaffo chocolate from Golden Tree. Oh, this is nice. I've got a lemon flavored one here. God bless you. It's good for my cold, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Pius, that's so kind of you. I really appreciate it.
Most welcome.
Listen, wherever you are on this special day, give to someone. Love is about giving, not about receiving. Okay, so let's give. And speaking of which, look, one thing we don't struggle for on Valentine's Day is music.
Yeah.
You know, the songs that inspire love, dozen. So today, throughout the show, we'll be bringing you so many of them. And I want to start with this one. Every time I think of the concept of love, the idea of it, this particular song comes to me because I don't think there is another song that really describes it as well, you know, and carries your spirit along with the song as it goes, as it rises through the various, what are those things called? Octaves of the song. So here it is from Celine Dion. Have you ever been in love?
.7 FM.
Have you ever been in love? You could touch the moonlight when your heart is shooting stars. You're holding heaven in your arms. Have you ever been so in love?